Alright, so I have some sad news to tell you, and unfortunately it's kind of an end of an era. Basically, I need to get rid of my Mustang convertible. It's been a great 3 years, and the thing is, I originally got it with the intent that, it's a Mustang or whatnot, and I actually got it because I drove the exact same one that I did, a similar model, maybe a bit older, but a similar model that I had while I was driving in Texas. It's really hard because, over the past 3 years of me owning this Mustang, I know it's not a V8 and I know it's a soft top or whatnot, but it gave me that experience. Even though you don't have that roar of the V8 or whatnot, it's given me a lot of great experiences that I don't think that any other car, if I had purchased it that wasn't a Mustang, would have given me. Like, I've met some really great people, taken it to some really good spots where I could travel or whatnot. Like, I've taken this up and back from Queensland a couple of times, which is for those that aren't our Australian viewers, it's basically 10 to 12 hours north of where I am at the moment, or down to Victoria, which is down south, which is another 10, 12 hours or whatnot. And the thing is, throughout that entire time, it's been really good. It's been a great cruiser. Sure, like I said, it's not a GT or whatnot, it's not a V8, but it didn't have any issues, and it had great road manners or whatnot. And the thing is, I think, when I've had to bring this back to stock for the new buyer, a lot of the things that I added in to the car brought back a lot of memories, such as, some of the frustration that I had with putting the right offset wheels on this thing so that, it kind of looks a bit more American muscle car style type of thing, with the, a bit of the, bit more of a tougher looking meaty rim, or having the US style taillights, and even to the point where I had to take off the GT 350's R steering wheel from Ford Performance. And I remember having a little bit of frustration because all I had to work on was some YouTube videos to help install the thing. But it was a learning curve, and actually uninstalling it or whatnot, it just came flooding back to me how easy it was to actually work on this car. Sure, it was a little bit frustrating or fidgety or whatnot, but overall working on this car was easy. One of the things I've had to actually take off from the car recently was the actual dash cam, and that dash cam captured a lot of memories, even when through spirited driving or whatnot, and sharing some of that footage with friends and everything. It just really reminded me of a lot of the fun that I had with this car. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I know it's a 4-cylinder Mustang, and some people say, oh, it's a convertible, they're floppy and they don't handle really well. But all I've just done here on this car has been springs, which is still coming out. It's Ford Performance springs, and they're still going to the new buyer because I couldn't be bothered swapping them out to stock springs. But taking it on long drives, like up to Jindabyne or whatnot. But yeah, other than that, I guess this is my review of, my short and brief review of my EcoBoost Mustang 3-year review. I highly recommend it. probably, you know, the first thing, if you do want to make sure that it lives, especially if you live in a hot climate, is adding in that aftermarket intercooler, which this car will probably go with, because the stock intercooler on these things are basically plastic ends, and so they store a lot of heat. So, you know, you get one good hit in a sense, and you will just see a lot of your power or horsepower just dwindle down, because, you know, the charge area is a bit too hot. So with an aftermarket intercooler, even like, you know, a cheap Mishimoto that you can get for a couple $100, it'll be perfect. You don't need to go crazy on that thing, but, you know, just for longevity's sake, do that. But other than that, highly recommend the car. I really don't know what the next car is after this, but because the thing is, like, there's a lot of great cars on the road. So basically, this car, I think, you know, it's going to be hard to top in a sense, especially with its character or whatnot. And the replacement car that I'll probably get for this, you know, I think has very large boots to fill. So yeah, so if you're in the market looking for a car, and you can't afford a GT or a GT soft top if you're that way, inclined of getting a Mustang with a soft top, these S550 Mustangs, they're great. Even if, you know, these come with standard seats, they're still pretty good, because, you know, it comes with heating and cooling. For the price point that they're currently selling at the moment, I think, you know, you're getting a huge bargain compared to like something if you're going to go the Euro route or whatnot. Sure, it's not the fastest car, but it's one of the cars that are currently on the market which have a lot of character. All right, I think that's it. Before I get too emotional, I'll probably give it one last wash, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, thanks. If you've watched previously, thanks for watching. This is probably the last video on this Mustang. Probably when the weather gets a little bit cooler and drier, we'll probably take that Supra out. It's actually finished now. Sorry I didn't shoot a video, but we've actually finished it. So yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, and taking that for a bit of a drive, which I've already done, but it's been, you know, it's been a bit too hot because I don't have air conditioning working on that thing. All right, catch you in a minute. Alrighty, time to wash the car before it goes off to its new owner. Dirty Supra, as usual. Oh, wait, hang on. What's going on here? Is this my car? Holy shit.